What is going to happen in the 2027 election? And I've seen it, and I've said it in Rivers. Amaechi will come out to say election has been rigged. Let people not vote. I am telling you, let nobody make a mistake. If anybody is counting Rivers, go now and cancel it. The only person that can count Rivers is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I'm not talking because I'm talking as a political realist. I'm talking because my people know. You see, the point is what you should ask. Once you build confidence in people, once people trust you, people know that anything you tell them is likely to happen. And you don't go to government without carrying people along. Nobody can say to you as a minister of FCT, even as a minister of FCT, that Rivers people don't feel the impact. No, certainly not. Yes.
To end the show.
Nigeria's political atmosphere is becoming increasingly heated as preparations for the 2027 general elections gather momentum. One of the latest political confrontations is between the African Democratic Congress (ADC) and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. The dispute centers on former Rivers State Governor and ex-Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amaechi, who has become a leading figure in the opposition coalition. Welcome to Peter's studio. I am Peter. Kindly stay tuned for the rest of the story. The ADC has accused Wike of repeatedly attacking Amaechi because the ruling camp is becoming worried about the growing strength of the opposition. The exchanges has once again brought the long-running political rivalry between Wike and Amaechi into national focus. Now, what really happened? During the recent media chat, Wike dismissed Amaechi's political relevance in Rivers State. He argued that Amaechi no longer has the electoral influence to determine election outcomes and insisted that Rivers State remained politically secure for President Bola Tinubu and his allies ahead of the 2027 election. Wike also suggested that any political arrangement involving Amaechi would struggle to succeed electorally. The Rivers State chapter of ADC responded almost immediately. According to the party, Wike's repeated attacks on Amaechi are evidence that he is becoming uncomfortable with the increasing popularity of the opposition coalition. The ADC argued that if Amaechi truly had no political value, Wike would not continually devote time and energy to criticizing him. ADC's main arguments on these issues are: 1. The party made several key points. Wike's frequent criticism of Amaechi shows concern about the opposition's growing influence. No election is predetermined because Nigerian voters ultimately decide who wins. Every elections are different, so previous electoral performance cannot automatically predict the outcome of 2027. 5. Rather than attacking political opponents, Wike should focus on governing the Federal Capital Territory. Let's take a look at the history behind the feud between Amaechi and Wike. The rivalry between Wike and Amaechi is one of Nigeria's longest-running political battles. Amaechi served as governor of Rivers State before Wike. Although Wike was once a close political ally, the relationship eventually broke down, leading to years of fierce political competition. Since then, both men have remained influential figures in Rivers politics, despite belonging to different political camps at various times. The rivalry has shaped many political developments in Rivers State over the past decades and continue to influence national politics. Now, why does this really matters? This dispute goes beyond personal disagreement. It reflects the broader political context ahead of 2027 presidential elections, where opposition parties are attempting to unite under the ADC's banner to challenge the ruling APC. For the opposition, Amaechi remains one of its prominent leaders. Defending him is important for maintaining unity within the coalition. For Wike, he has become one of President Tinubu's strongest political allies. Weakening the credibility of opposition leaders is consistent with defending the ruling camp position ahead of 2027. Now let's analyze all this politically. Several observations stand out, and these observations are: 1. The 2027 campaign has effectively begun, although the election is still some time away. Public statements from both sides show that political positioning is already underway. 2. Rivers State remains strategically important as one of Nigeria's largest voting states. Control of rivers could significantly influence national political calculations. 3. Perception really matters. When politicians repeatedly criticize an opponent, supporters and often interpret it in different ways. Some see it as exposing weaknesses in the opponent, while others see it as evidence that the opponent is still politically significant. 4. Opposition unity will be tested. The ADC is presenting itself as a united alternative to the APC. Whether it can maintain cohesion among its leading figure will likely be a major factor in the run-up to 2027. Now, in conclusion, the exchange between ADC and Nyesom Wike highlights the increasingly competitive political environment ahead of the 2027 general election. Wike maintains that Amaechi no longer has the political influence to shape Rivers politics, while ADC argues that Wike's repeated attacks reveal concern about the position's growing momentum. Ultimately, the competing claims made by political parties are campaign positions rather than established facts. The actual strength of any political party or individuals will be determined by voters when elections are held. If you enjoyed this brief analysis, please kindly like and subscribe to Peter Studio if you have not already done so that you'll be notified with our subsequent uploads. Also like and share so that the algorithm of YouTube will recommend these videos to others as well. Thank you very much. See you next time. Do have a great day.